What's going on, guys? It's your boy D welcome back to the new video. But before the video, if you're on here to see more videos, subscribe, turn on post notifications, drop those likes. Now it's time to rank my favorite albums from the Weeknd. So here's my best to worst Weeknd albums. Number one is After Hours. Now, when I listen to all the songs, every song in the album is just brilliant because The Weeknd puts his voice and the beat into one and makes the sound so good. Because all these songs are just so good, and including his bonus tracks and his biggest hit this year, Blinding Lights, makes it really good as well because he puts that fast beat into it and keeps everyone kind of happy and vibing, like including myself, like. But I think overall the Weeknd did a really good job because for the past couple of months last year he was working on it, as he announced that his Chapter 6 album, and he deactivated his Instagram account and he's working on it. And when he came back, he released a lot of new stuff and new pictures of his new look and stuff, and the next album title as well. And overall, when he released all the songs, they sound so good. And I think The Weeknd did a really good job. And After Hours is actually one of my favorite albums of all time. So that's number one. So number two is Starboy. Now, The Weeknd did a good job in this album as well, because all the songs are really good. And there's all of the kind of the beat into it as well. He puts into the songs. Say Starboy, Party Monster, Reminder, and A Lonely Night, and etc. All the songs are so good. And he collaborates with other singers as well, makes it really good as well, like say Kendrick Lamar, Lana Del Rey, and Daft Punk. I think The Weeknd did a really good job when he collaborates with other singers, and he puts a lot of his voice into the songs as well. That makes the song so good. And I think The Weeknd did an excellent job. And Starboy is actually another one of my favorite albums of all time. So that's number two. Number three is Trilogy. And I think The Weeknd did a lot of good work in this album because there are three mixtapes into one album and makes 30 songs. And I listened to all of them, and some of them just didn't really sound right, but some I actually did like as well. Like say for example, House of Balloons, Glass Table Girls, one of my favorite ones because he has that beat into it as well, and he also has the other songs, say Life of the Party, has that kind of dramatic beat as well, which I like about from The Weeknd, because he's talking about his lifetime at a party and stuff, and The Weeknd puts a lot of his voice and he's into different kind of tones, to a fast tone, to a slow tone, and I like that as well because The Weeknd does it really well, like, because he has the voice and his tone, he makes it in, and I think The Weeknd did a really good job on Trilogy, I think. So that is number three. Number four is Kissland. Now, The Weeknd, it kind of started off slow with the start of the songs, but then he puts the upbeats into the rest of the songs, including his bonus ones, say Wanderlust with remix into it, and also Odd Looks is well featured with, I forget the other singer's name, but he puts a lot of his voice. He's talking about his loved one in this imaginative world called Kissland, and I think The Weeknd did okay in this one because there wasn't really much songs I didn't really like in it, but some are really good. As I think, say for example, Live For featured with Drake, which was a good one, and Wanderlust, Kissland, and other ones that have that beat into it, because I always like the songs that have that beat and have that really good tone in it. And I think The Weeknd did okay in this album. Well, not entirely my favorite, but it's okay. So that's number four. Number five is Beauty Behind the Madness. Now, some of the songs on there were good. Say, for example, the biggest ones: The Hills, Can't Feel My Face, Often, Tell Your Friends, Real Life, and In the Night. Those are my favorite ones because it has the beat, it has the right tone. Even with The Hills, the music video you all saw about 5 years ago, it celebrated 5 years today, I think, or a while back. And overall, The Weeknd puts a lot of his upbeat in some songs. The ones he collaborates with the singers in that album, not so great, because the ones he featured with, say, Ed Sheeran, Labyrinth, and Lana Del Rey. I didn't entirely like those songs, but it's not one of my favorite albums of all time. But some of the songs are good though, like say the biggest one, "I Can't Feel My Face," and "The Hills," and "Often." Those are the most popular ones. And I think The Weeknd put a lot of his good voice into those songs than the other ones. It's not particularly my favorite Beauty Band the Madness, but that is number 5. Now, the worst one would have to be number 6. It is My Dear Melancholy. Now, The Weeknd just talks about his relationship with Selena Gomez because they went out in 2017 and he has to talk about her in the album. And there's only 6 songs in that album. And some of them are alright. Say, Call Out My Name, Try Me, Hurt You, and Wasted Times. Those are my favorites. But overall, I can't understand why does he have to make an album about relationships. I really don't. I think The Weeknd didn't really do a good job with this album. And I don't think My Dear Melancholy is not my favourite at all because the songs are just not that great. And the outro just is so long and like he doesn't put his voice into it like to finish it off. He just leaves the outro going. I just don't think The Weeknd did a really good job. So that is the worst album from The Weeknd. That is My Dear Melancholy. That is the worst one. But that is all my ranking of The Weeknd's albums. I just want to say that overall, that all the albums I listen to, The Weeknd is always my favorite singer, and I think The Weeknd will always be my favorite singer for all time because I love all of his music and stuff, and I think The Weeknd does a really good job at all of his albums, and I like his merchandise as well, as I also have some of my wardrobe and stuff, and all the things he posts on his Instagram and his social media, I think The Weeknd is a really, really good singer, and you should really listen to him, guys, because he puts a lot of his voice into the songs, and it makes it so good. Now, the next ones I'm going to be listening to, say, for example, Juice WRLD and X. I know they're both dead now, but I'm going to be listening to Juice WRLD's albums next. So it's usually that, guys. Subscribe, turn on post notifications, drop those likes. Alright, guys. I'll see you next time. Stay safe, guys.